So like I said, campaigning for the first phase of assembly elections in 71 assembly constituencies spread over 16 districts will end this evening. Polling for the first phase will be held on the 28th of October. In the first phase, BJP is contesting on 29 seats, JDU on 35. Hindustani Awam Morcha from 6 assembly seats. The Vikassheel Insaan Party has fielded only one candidate, and on the other hand, in the Grand Alliance, RJD is contesting from 42 seats, while Congress has fielded 21 candidates. LJP, BSP, RLSP and Jan Adhikar Party have also fielded their nominees. Out of 71, several constituencies are affected by Naxal violence and sensitive from the security point of view. Election Commission has made elaborate arrangements for free and fair polling. So today is the last day for campaigning for the first phase of assembly elections. Elections there are going to be held on the 28th of October. And now correspondent Yogesh Sheetal is joining us from Bihar on all the poll buzz. Yogesh, we've seen how barbs have flown thick and fast between the two sides, between NDA as well as the Grand Alliance. What would you say were the major campaign issues from both sides ahead of phase one?
In place, and also a lot of new laws have been enacted. So definitely this will be an easy test for all the big parties, because all the national issues have been discussed in all the rallies by all the parties across the parties, and especially coming to NDA. NDA has been maintaining since day one. The rally was started. The first rally was held by JP Nadda in Gaya, and since day one the NDA is basically underlining three important developments. First is Ram Janmabhoomi, also 370 and also triple talaq. These three things are basically just taking the entire campaign. So these three have been the center of the entire campaign, entire speech. Apart from that, also all the issues, especially when it comes to Bihar, we know that number of issues are covered. A wide range of issues are basically covered in political rallies, from unemployment issue, from migration issue, infrastructure issue, law and order issues, what happened in 15 years back, that is also an issue. And apart from that, the all conventional issue and recent issues like all three farmer related bills, agricultural related bills that were passed by the parliament. So a lot of issues have been in this particular election have been discussed very comprehensively. So it remains to be seen that what happens, how the call has been taken by the people, by the voters. Ultimately,
Yes.
We know that in the democracy, an Aam Aadmi is empowered to elect their candidates. Now coming to other points, that voter turnout, that will be a key attention, because we know that the first phase campaigning will end today. And coming to voter turnout has been a concern for Bihar, because we have seen that in last three assembly elections the voter turnout has not been pretty good, and on an average around 51 to 52% have been the voter turnout. So that is basically a key issue, and the election commissions have worked already, because we know that elections are being held in the view of COVID-19 time. So that is also additional challenges. So election commission and also the administration, they all have foolproof preparations have been made, and they all are trying to ensure.
Yes,
that
Yogesh, can you give us more details of these preparations that you are telling us the election commission has made as far as these elections are concerned, considering that they are going to be held amid the COVID crisis?
Yeah, Munmun, the first thing, the very important thing is the arrangement done for the senior citizens above 80. We have seen that for the senior citizens who are above 80 and also for the Divyangjan, alternate arrangements have been done, and they have been given wallet system to ballot system, in fact, to cast their votes, to ensure that they don't need to go to the polling booth. And also we know that around 30,000 polling booths have been created there. Apart from that, also awareness program in Saharsa district as well as in Katihar districts and also other districts have been happened, and also the Nukkad Natak, the basically in basically Chowk and Chauraha, these Nukkad Nataks are basically very helpful to gather people, to spread awareness among the people. So that have also been done in different areas. Apart from that, marathon race with following the social distancing and also other norms that have been laid down by the government in view of COVID-19. So these are the basic things that have been done. Apart from that, awareness awareness program. Election Commission has also given the website link, that is eci.gov.in, for the voters. They can check out their names, whether their names are there. They have been given sufficient time that if their names are missing, then what would be the procedure to get their names back in the list. So on these level, many things have been done. On rural level, basically, you know that in the very first phase, majority of areas, basically the areas which are along with Bihar Jharkhand border, like Gaya district, there are some assembly seats also there. So these areas are basically which are Naxal affected area. The alternate arrangements have also been done. The timing has been changed. 2 hours back the polling booth would be the polling process would be finished there, and also for alternative 1 hour would be given to the people who are suspected to COVID-19. So these are the basic things which have been done to ensure that peaceful election could be conducted in Bihar, because we know that Bihar has not a very good history in terms of voting, and that is one of the reasons that that additional forces have been deployed. BSF is there, SSB is there, apart from CAPs are there,
Yes.
state police is already there. So the entire arrangements, foolproof preparation in view of COVID-19 as well as in view of these law and order situations. So entire broad arrangements have been done on different levels to ensure that the first phase of election could be conducted. And also today is very important because the first day of campaigning has been started for the third phase also. In JP Nadda, where I am standing right now, the Purnia JP Nadda is going to address a rally in Ranbhoomi ground. So the campaignings are still on. Today also back-to-back rallies have been organized. Many top leaders from across the party, like
Yogesh.
Smriti Irani, Ravi Kishan also, JP Nadda was the party chief. So, yeah, Munna.
Yes. I was asking you about the spoiler that small parties can play in a closely fought election, and are the big players there wary of that?
Yeah, that's very important. I think in this particular election, we know that NDA and Mahagathbandhan, these are the two main alliances. Now, talking to small parties, like we know that Jitan Ram Manjhi, the former CM, has also established his party, Hindustan Awam Morcha. Apart from that, other small leaders like Upendra Singh Kushwaha, Pappu Yadav, these all are the small leaders. They have formed their parties, and they are also contesting the elections. So definitely it remains to be seen that how they perform, but also they have definitely make the entire election campaign very interesting. As far as major political leaders, VVIP leaders are concerned, Jitan Ram Manjhi, Uday Narayan Chaudhary, Prem Singh, Anand Singh from Mokama, these are the main leaders where people would be there, all eyes would be there to see what they perform. But yes, it remains to be seen that how small parties make some impact, because we know that sometimes small parties make very important impact, and also sometimes they emerge as kingmaker. So I think it remains to be seen that how happens. But yeah, as far as issues are concerned, the issues are more or less, all the issues have been covered from CA also. CA was also discussed in Mumbai. Depend on the constituency, which constituency leader are addressing.
Okay.
So the entire,
So
a
the
lot
stage
of
is set,
issues have been covered
Yogesh, for
in
the
this
first
election,
phase
and
of polling
since
that will
it's
take place on the
first big election in
28th, and
COVID-19
today
yeah.
campaigning for that has ended. Thank you for those updates.